The oil price is rising on hopes by investors that oil-producing countries will agree to cut output when they meet next week. If such an agreement is reached, it could spell more woes for local motorists at the petrol pumps from January onwards.
For a while now, the international oil price has been trading lower as oil-producing nations just could not agree to cut production. But now, that seems to be changing as the cartel of oil-producing countries, OPEC, is due to hold another highly anticipated meeting next week.
With Iranian ministers saying they've got 3 new proposals which will be in line with what the other OPEC members are proposing. We also had the Iraq minister saying, of course, they now going in the same direction as the other OPEC members. And I think also the other support came from the fact that the other non-OPEC members seems to be also hearing the same call. Russia, for example, has come through and said they will be keen to have a production freeze, and not a cut, but more of a freezing output at the current level. So it's a positive rhetorics, and of course, very supportive of the brand of the oil price.
The oil price has risen by almost $5 since last week. It has increased by 1.5% since this morning and is currently trading at $49 a barrel. A production cut next week, if it happens, will pile more pressure on South African motorists who are already under severe pressure.
For us, unfortunately, it's bad news. Any support for oil price, it's very negative because remember we rely heavily on the imports of all these oil price, of the oil, of Brent crude, and of course any increase will be very negative for us. We're already having a situation where inflation is at 6.1%. It has breached the 3 to 6%.
Petrol is still expected to decrease next month, but the amount of the decrease might be slightly lower than the 45 cents a litre drop which was earlier anticipated, given the latest increase in the oil price. SABC News, Johannesburg.